SPMO crushes QQQM with 139% returns versus 103%, while also crashing less hard and bouncing back over a month faster. Now let's shift gears and look at SPMO's 36-point lead. Turn dollars into $2.39 versus QQQM's $2.03. That's serious outperformance over 5 years. But here's where it gets interesting. QQQM's 22% return over the past year means your portfolio actually grew. That's real wealth building, not just paper gains. Let's zoom in on this. SPMO's pulling ahead with a 24% one-year return. It's keeping that lead even when we zoom into shorter periods. In plain English, SPMO edged ahead by just 2 percentage points over the year. Think race cars crossing the finish line neck and neck. Both performed strong, but SPMO had that slight advantage. Here's where the story takes a turn. QQQM's 103% 5-year return means you're doubling your money and then some. That's turning $1 into $2 and change. Let's break this down further. SPMO's 139% 5-year return crushed QQQM by 36 percentage points. That's the kind of outperformance that builds real wealth over time. In plain English, SPMO didn't just edge ahead, it lapped the competition. Like a marathon runner pulling away mile after mile, consistent performance over 5 years creates a gap that's impossible to ignore. Now for the real question. A 0.6 Sharpe ratio means you're getting decent returns, but you're taking on quite a bit of risk to get there. Let's dig into the details. SPMO's 0.8. Sharpe shows you're getting paid better for every bit of risk you're taking. Efficiency that counts when markets wobble. In plain English, the Sharpe ratio is like an amplifier knob for your portfolio. SPMO cranked up returns without maxing out the risk dial. You're getting way more bang for your volatility buck here. Now let's put this in perspective. QQQM's 0.8 Sortino ratio shows it managed downside risk fairly well, though there's still room for better protection during market drops. But wait, there's more to this story. SPMO's 1.1. Sortino ratio means it's protecting your money better when markets tank. That's what downside protection really looks like. In plain English, here's the Sortino ratio explained like a seesaw. SPMO captures more upside when markets rise, but cushions you better when they fall. That's what asymmetric protection really means. It's designed for the downside. Let's take a closer look. 22% volatility means you're strapped into a wild ride. Expect massive swings that'll test your stomach for risk. Now, here's where it gets tricky. SPMO's 19% volatility beats QQQM by 3 points. That's fewer wild swings and more peaceful nights for your portfolio. In plain English, SPMO's the gentle roller coaster ride with smoother ups and downs, while QQQM throws you around with bigger swings. Different experiences, but both can get you where you're going long term. Let's see how this plays out. QQQM's 35% crash means over a third of your money just disappeared. That's the brutal reality of tech-heavy investing. Here's what really matters. SPMO's worst drop was just 23%. That's a 12-point cushion protecting your portfolio when everything else is crashing hard. In plain English, think of maximum drawdown like a building crumbling during a market crash. QQQM lost 3.5 floors, while SPMO only lost 2. Both fell, but very different pain levels. But hold on a second. After QQQM's worst crash, you're waiting over a year, 404 days, just to break even. That's a long time underwater. All right, pause here. Who's your pick for the winner? QQQM or SPMO? Drop your guess below. Here's the key takeaway. SPMO took 443 days to recover. That's 39 days longer than QQQM, showing slower bounce back despite smaller declines. In plain English, here's the counterintuitive bit. SPMO wobbled less, but needed more time to find its footing again. Like a tightrope walker who overcompensates after a gentle stumble, slower recovery but steadier throughout. But there's a catch. QQQM's worst 3-year drop hit 23%, matching SPMO's 5-year crash, showing tech can take serious hits during downturns. Let's get into the weeds here. SPMO's 20% drawdown shows real resilience. 3 percentage points better protection when markets got ugly. That's meaningful downside cushioning for your portfolio. In plain English, when market storms hit, SPMO held steady while others got hammered. Recent crashes proved its stability advantage. That gap between safety and chaos just got wider in SPMO's favor. But here's where it gets interesting. QQQM bounced back in just 77 days after its worst 3-year drop, way faster than typical recoveries we've seen historically. Let's zoom in on this. SPMO bounced back from its 3-year crash in just 39 days, half the recovery time QQQM needed recently. In plain English, SPMO's recovery came blazing back at double speed, like a rocket blast-off from the launch pad. How fast you bounce back matters just as much as how hard you fell. Here's where the story takes a turn. QQQM's lagging behind by nearly 2 points annually. That's your money slowly bleeding out compared to what you'd expect. Let's break this down further. SPMO's crushing it with 4.4% alpha over 5 years. That's beating its benchmark and leaving QQQM in the dust. SPMO crushes it across the board. Higher returns at 139%, better risk control with lower volatility and smaller crashes. Plus, it beats its benchmark by over 4% annually, while QQQM trails behind. In plain English, think of alpha like your investment report card. SPMO's earning an A+ by beating expectations, while QQQM's getting marked down for underperforming. That active outperformance, it absolutely matters. Let's dig into the details. QQQM puts 53% in technology. That's over half your portfolio riding on one sector's wins or losses. Here's where things get revealing. SPMO keeps tech exposure at just 34%, spreading risk across sectors instead of betting everything on one industry. In plain English, here's the egg basket truth. QQQM loads over half its portfolio into tech stocks, while SPMO diversifies broadly. High concentration means bigger wins in good times, sharper pain when tech stumbles. But wait, there's more to this story. QQQM's practically ghosting the financial sector. Just 0.29% exposure means you're dodging banks, insurance, and lending entirely. Here's the thing though. SPMO loads up on financials with 21% allocation. That's 72 times more exposure than QQQM to banks and financial services. In plain English, here's the pizza slice analogy. QQQM barely touches financial services, while SPMO loads up on it. Your sector exposure completely changes your risk profile and returns. Now here's where it gets tricky. QQQM gives you a small taste of international markets at 4%, though you're still overwhelmingly betting on US tech here. But that's not the whole picture. SPMO keeps it home with just 0.38% international exposure, basically a purely American play with zero foreign risk dragging you down. In plain English, Here's the road trip you're taking with your money. QQQM ventures internationally while SPMO keeps it domestic. Going global adds currency swings and political drama to your portfolio. Here's what really matters. 15 cents per $100 doesn't sound like much, but those fees silently drain your portfolio's growth year after year. Now, let's connect the dots. SPMO's 0.13% expense ratio saves you 2 cents per $100 annually. Small now, but compounding savings matter long term. In plain English, expense ratios work like a tax on your investment. SPMO's lower fee means you're keeping more of your gains each year, and that compounds into serious money over decades. Let's unpack this a bit. QQQM's $72 billion scale means you're trading with serious liquidity, tight spreads, and easy fills whenever you need them. Here's the key takeaway. SPMO's managing $14 billion in assets, about 1/5 of QQQM's size, trading nimbleness for less liquidity in the market. In plain English, here's how fund size plays out. QQQM's a heavy formula tank, stable, built for endurance. SPMO's your nimble rally car, cornering sharper. Different handling, same race. But there's a catch. SPMO crushed the competition with a 36 percentage point advantage over 5 years. That's the kind of performance gap that changes portfolios. Let's get into the weeds here. SPMO's sharp ratio of 0.8 crushes QQQM's 0.6, delivering superior returns for every unit of risk you're taking on. In plain English, SPMO spreads your investment across more positions while taking smaller bets on each. It's the egg basket strategy in action. This disciplined risk management creates a real edge that compounds beautifully over time. But here's where it gets interesting. SPMO's 23% max drawdown beats QQQM's 35% by 12 points. That's way less pain when markets crash hard. Let's zoom in on this. SPMO bounced back in half the time, 39 days versus 77, keeping your money working instead of stuck in recovery mode. In plain English, here's the tightrope walking lesson. SPMO doesn't fall as far during market crashes and climbs back twice as fast. You need both skills to survive the volatility tightrope without falling off. Here's where the story takes a turn. SPMO spreads the risk better. 34% tech versus QQQM's heavy 53%, plus 21% in financials for smoother, steadier returns. Let's break this down further. QQQM's 4% international exposure beats SPMO's tiny 0.38%, giving you genuine global diversification instead of purely domestic concentration. In plain English, SPMO's like a seesaw. When tech dips, financials can lift the other side. QQQM, it's betting everything on one end. That's mechanical leverage in action, diversification as your counterbalance. Now for the real question. SPMO edges out QQQM on fees too, 0.13% versus 0.15%. That 2 basis point difference compounds significantly over decades. Let's dig into the details. SPMO's crushing it with 4.4% alpha, while QQQM's bleeding negative 1.9%. That's a 6-point gap, building serious wealth over time. In plain English, it's a total victory domination. SPMO beats QQQM in returns, risk control, crash protection, sector balance, and fees. QQQM doesn't win a single major category here. Now let's put this in perspective. SPMO wins on performance, risk control, and drawdown protection. QQQM's only advantage? Liquidity. Otherwise, it's trailing across the board. But wait, there's more to this story. QQQMs for steady growth seekers who want liquidity. SPMOs for aggressive investors chasing higher returns with smarter diversification and risk management. In plain English, here's the perfect dance partner analogy. QQQMs, your steady waltz with size and liquidity, while SPMOs, the aggressive tango chasing maximum performance. Match your investment rhythm to the right partner. Let's take a closer look. Standard disclaimer here. Do your homework, consult professionals, invest at your own risk. If you enjoyed these battles, hit subscribe for weekly ETF breakdowns that'll make you a smarter, sharper investor.